have moved on from San Angelo State Park, crossed out of Texas finally, and into New Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are at Brantley Lake State Park, which is near Carlsbad. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's quite a drive to get to grocery stores and stuff and gas stations. But it is pretty nice here, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about it here?
I like how there is a nice park and how the littles love going there. And it almost takes up the entire day for them to get their entire day's worth of playing out.
Yes, the playground is a lot of fun. The kids have been playing outside a lot, both at the playground and at our site. We're kind of backing up to the lake, so they've been making all sorts of rock forts and whatnot out there. Just kind of fun, huh?
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit quieter in the RV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it easier to do math, certainly.
Mm-hmm. There are lots of bunnies and roadrunners and quail. They're all very funny. I don't think quail would be funny, but watching them run around in a little pack is pretty funny. And, did you see the roadrunners playing tag?
Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, it was pretty cute. But you do have to be careful driving at night out here because there are bunnies all over the place, and they just love to run out in front of your car. So drive slow if you come out here. We're going to go to Carlsbad Caverns, and really that's about it. There are more things to do in the area, but we've been having some trouble with the motor on our electric jacks, and it's just been kind of crazy. So we're trying to get parts and stuff. So we're probably just going to do the caverns here. Hopefully get the jacks fixed before we need to dump our tanks. Otherwise, that's going to be a nightmare. But we'll see, right? All right. Leah have fun? Does she have anything to say?
I think she just wants to say hi, having it being her first time on camera.
Yeah. Hold up nice and high. There you go. Hi, Leah. All right, well, thanks for watching. Alright, we are about to head over to Carlsbad Caverns National Park. I don't think we're all going to take the natural entrance. I think that'll probably just be Doug and the boys. I'll definitely be taking the elevator down, but it should be fun. So come and see how we do. Alright, so I guess it's time for another hiking tips for the hopelessly out of shape. This is the Carlsbad edition. We did visit Carlsbad Caverns. It was awesome and definitely worth it. Do not go down the natural entrance trail if you are at all out of shape. Doug took the boys down while Fiona and I took the elevator down. And, well, they managed okay. The kids didn't complain too much, but Doug said it was definitely a lot. And he also was very concerned about poor Niall, who is a little bit of a daredevil and loved to walk right next to these steep edges. So be aware of that too if you're bringing little ones. When you take the elevator down, you enter into the big room. There's a little cafe, some souvenirs, and bathrooms, and lots of tables. So what they suggest is that if your party is splitting up to do the natural entrance and the elevators, that you wait about a half an hour upstairs checking out the exhibits before you go down. And we probably had to wait an extra maybe 15 or 20 minutes when we went downstairs into the big room for Doug and the boys to show up. But we worked on Fiona's Junior Ranger booklet. So if you do the Junior Ranger booklet, that's a good option to work on it down when you're in the caves. When you get started on the hike, there is a section that is wheelchair accessible, and that is mostly flat. It's not totally flat. There are hills, but it's really not a big deal. If you continue on further into the non-wheelchair accessible part, that does get pretty steep. There are some pretty steep ramps, and I don't think there are steps. I think it's just ramps. But it was a little taxing. I think it was a total of 1.25 miles or 1.5 miles. And it is cold down there, so you want to bring a sweatshirt or something. But if you're hiking for a while, you might get hot too, so it's better to be in layers, so that way if you do get hot, you can take the sweatshirt off or something. Anyways, the caverns themselves were just amazing. I'm really glad we did it. It's obvious to say, oh, I've never seen anything like it before, but really it was surreal. It's definitely one of the coolest places we've ever been so far. And Doug did say that the hike down the natural entrance was worth it, that it was really cool. But again, taxing. And don't bother going back up. Just take the elevator up. It's fine. So I think that's about it. Bring water if you think you're going to need water, because you can buy water in the little cafe in the big room, but it is more expensive, obviously. You're not allowed to bring anything else into the caverns except for plain water, nothing flavored, obviously no food. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The kids were super impressed. Niall got a little bit bored partway through because, honestly, after you've seen a whole bunch of stalactites and stalagmites and columns and stuff, they kind of all start to look the same. But it is really cool, though. So if you're in the area, make sure you go see the caverns.
I hope you liked our video.